Yeah. I love my HBCU. And boy, I love it, love it. I love it, love it. I love my HBCU. And man, I hope my team they won one. Yeah. I hope my team they won one. Yeah. Man. I hope my team they won one. I hope my team they won one. Yeah. I tune into the HBCU Sports Lab to see if my team won or lost. If they lost, I'm quiet as a mouse. But if they won, keep tab. I'ma do the dab, yeah. Dr. Cavil, he know what he be talking about. Mike and Charles, they know what they be talking about. They compress the analytic data with the hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they won or lost, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
This is Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab.
Hello.
Episode 758. This is the Indy Report. What's going on, Tariq Wilson?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. And we're going to get into the news, but I'm going to run through the intro. I want to cover a lot of things. I know you said you might not be able to make the full show. So welcome to episode 758 of Inside the HBCU Sports Lab radio show and podcast, the show that's covering the sporting HBCU diaspora, all things HBCU sports for institutions large and small, from the NAIA to the NCAA. We share insights and information on the HBCU sports culture and HBCU athletic aesthetics to facilitate the story of HBCU athletic programs and the business of HBCU sports. I'm your host, David L. Rhodes, and I have my partner in crime, Tariq Wilson. Jeff Johnson is on assignment right now, and Brandon King might make an appearance, but as of right now, we're going to roll with assignment. And you know he has double the assignment, just like Jeff Johnson does.
That's right.
We are filming from our home studios and sending a signal live to our KCOH 1230 AM studios with the Texas Radio Hall of Famer Ralph Cooper in the beautiful home of Texas Southern University from Houston, Texas. How you doing, Mr. Wilson? How you been?
Man, it's been a whirlwind. I might have to leave early to go to a Hampton alumni holiday party, so we'll see.
You got your ugly sweater on too.
Yeah, I wish it was uglier, but this is the ugliest I could find. So it's I wouldn't wear it any other time, but I'm ready.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Because it's quite a while. Because like I was supposed to wear my ugly sweater to work this morning, but I was running late. I forgot to throw my ugly sweater on. I had I'm a big hip hop head.
Two more weeks to do it.
No, they wanted all the workers to do it today, and I forgot. So it is what it is. They got this shirt right here. It's a nice shirt, but either way,
how you been?
Oh, I've been good, man. You know, I was at Celebration Bowl last weekend.
I forgot about that.
We got
that was amazing.
That game was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know, I had to teach folks about what planes are and pylons are and invisible and infinite lines and things of that sort, which was absolutely the right call. But, you know, for Prairie View to have that 21-point lead and give it away, and then had another opportunity to win in overtime, gave that away too. And you can't give too many things away before it ends bad for you.
No.
That's the art of football. But no, it was an outstanding game. The ratings came out, 12% year over year, 2.3 million viewers, peaked at over 3 million. So pretty good, largest viewership since 2022.
Sounds like a win all across. Now, some people, how was the crowd in stadium?
They said the attendance was over 26K, which is second lowest ever. I mean, it's funny you say that. The lowest in the 10-year history of the Celebration Bowl was when A&T played Grambling. They didn't break 26K. But the crazy thing about it was A&T versus Grambling. A&T was undefeated. Grambling had a loss, and both of those teams were ranked in the top 25, top 15 actually. That 2017 A&T squad beat the FBS program. So like you had two really good football programs, and they didn't have high attendance. Rating was pretty good, but not high attendance. So I just, there was a whole back and forth about, what's more important. I'm like, it's gonna be the viewership all the time, because you're competing against other things, and they're gonna use that as the leverage to do it. The FCS playoffs did pretty well as well, believe it or not. One of the games got 1.9 million viewers. I think the Montana South Dakota game got South Dakota State got 1.9 million.
Yeah,
So
it reminds me of somebody from maybe last year or so. Somebody from the sports department at Hampton said because every now and then, I think the same for A&T. Like Hampton will have just some random game playing out in the Midwest in markets you wouldn't expect, and it's like people watch. Like people just like to watch, man. So that doesn't shock me.
now football is king, man. The
Hmm.
football's on. People want to see it. I mean,
Yep.
and I think for our institutions as a whole, we need to start leveraging that a little bit more. Like the Celebration Bowl is an outstanding brand. There's no question
Hmm.
about that, and we should be leveraging that much more than what we currently are. I think we're doing a decent job, but I think we can do better in that regard.
Yeah.
Because I think the viewership is there, and they recently had a maneuver around the dates because they had to move it up a week. Hopefully, they don't have to move it up again. Um, with everything going on with the college football playoff and not trying to go up against the NFL. But overall, I think they did a pretty good. I think the number was really, really good. But outside of that, man, heard you got a new coach.
We do. We do.
You got
Um,
Dan Malone. How you feeling, man? Let me check the pulse here. How you feeling?
um, this is like Rose, Maynard, Prunty, what's the guy at Boykins? So this is our fifth coach in a couple years. So, you know, I'm a little I'm gonna I think he's got good spirit, good experience, good pedigree. He knows football. Now let's just see if he can put it all together. So I mean, there's no reason not to like the hire. So at least I put it from there, but I'm not gonna get super excited until I see a little bit more. That's how I'm feeling about
Yeah, nah. I mean, nah. That's understood. That's understood. But I'll tell you what, man. You're very fortunate right now, and we'll probably get into it after the break. 'Cause there's been a lot of coaching carousels going on. I want to get your thoughts on it. So
it.
we'll
Hmm.
definitely do that after the break. Because I want to get your thoughts before you have to disappear. But yeah, now I thought that was a fascinating hire. Um, I It's a little bit outside the box, and with the CAA, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Um, I know some of the other candidates that were brought up. It looks like we'll get into that after the break. So I'm curious to see how he will do and what the expectations are for Hampton in his first year. Because the schedule came out, the schedules for everybody came out as well.
Yeah, we got to go up to Maryland too. I mean, I don't know. From what I could tell, I think I haven't heard anybody say you got to win right away. I haven't heard one person say that. I think people just want to see competence, see that he's going to bring in some good guys. I'm happy that to coach in the Big Ten, Big 12 out there with Kansas State. I mean, he's been going up against some of the best passing offenses in the country in college year after year, and he's had good results as a coordinator. So I think from that standpoint, we should be good. X's and O's was one of my main concerns, but now he's got to recruit, and I don't think he got much connection to the Tidewater, so that'll be interesting. Because like the other coaches that the AD hired, they had Tidewater connections, so that was always important. So this is like a brand new fresh start. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But I think coaching wise, he'll be fine. Let's see what guys, if any, he can convince to stay who are in the portal, especially the defensive backs, because that was the strength of the team. All those dudes hopped in the portal. Maybe it makes
That
sense for
says
them to come back.
you got a former pretty dang on good defensive back as a head coach, so he might be able to talk them into returning.
Yep,
So,
yep.
so
So hopefully he can do that.
yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
Uh, Adam thinks we got the right guy, and look, man, I agree. You got to give him time. Like
yeah,
you got to
yep.
give him time. Like I feel like right now the way the nature of college sports is, we don't give folks enough time. And
Hmm.
I'm teasing it pretty heavily because I got questions after the break because some of these, like, there's some moves we might not go over all of them, but there were some that I thought that were kind of shocking. There was some where I kind of saw coming, and there were some where I'm like, oh, okay, got it, type of thing. So I want to have a discussion about a couple of them that kind of grinded my gears a little bit. But yeah, um, do you have any other things that you want to discuss before we go take our first break, or we just gonna do the coaching? We'll roll with the coaching carousel. Rest of the coaching
Yeah,
carousel when we get on.
I am surprised like that Parker wasn't the choice because it seemed like the
Mm.
natural choice given the Joe Taylor stuff, given he's right up the road, he knows Virginia, but I think from what I heard, like some of his takes and some of his ideas on how to build a program wasn't necessarily the best for what we were trying to do in the CAA. So I think that was interesting that he didn't get the choice and get the nod. So for this guy to come in kind of out the blue, Van, and get the job, I think that's good. I mean, I will say across the university, the president seemed like they've been retooling and rebuilding everything, and the results have
Mm-hmm.
been pretty good. So, I think I trust their judgment on this.
Yeah, Roman, what up? You guys almost got 5,000 students, man. Y'all
Yeah,
getting there.
man. Yeah, we're
Y'all
rolling,
working.
man. Yep.
Yeah, y'all working. I don't think I
Mhm.
said that, and I don't think people in the chat probably wondering, like, really? I'm like, yeah, they working over there in Hampton. My
Mhm.
daughter almost got there, man.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
funny. I literally just talked to her and I said, "You sure you made the right decision?" All right. We'll be right back after this first break, and we're gonna get into the coaching carousel a little bit.
Yeah, man.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavil of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Looking for the ultimate cultural experience of 2026? The Zora Outdoor Festival of the Arts is where you need to be. From January 30th to February 1st, Eatonville, Florida will come alive with incredible live performances. Immerse yourself in interactive art. Shop from over 80 vendors. Take a journey through history with a new virtual tour app. And enjoy family-friendly STEM activities. Plus, don't miss the unforgettable R&B tribute to the legends. This is more than a festival. It's a celebration of Eatonville's rich cultural heritage. Visit zorafestival.org for tickets.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
Compress the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they want a law, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, episode 758. This is the Indy Report, and I have Tariq Wilson with me. Sir, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
It's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay. As long as I'm not, they'll let me know. All right. In the meantime, while he gets that situated, one thing I will say, based on everything that's going on, we've had a couple coaching changes, some shocking, some not so much. I don't know what you did during the commercial break, man. You want to go out and come back in? Oh, you still can't hear me. Okay.
I might have to come back, leave, and
Yeah,
come
that's
back
fine.
in. Something happened.
Yeah, kick out, come back in. I'll give folks a second out, and I'll get folks ready for what I'm going to go through. We've had a couple of coaching changes that has happened over the past few days. The two in particular that I want to discuss. One's in the SAIC, excuse me, and another one is in the MEAC. Clark Atlanta made the decision to part ways with Teddy Keaton after the turnaround that he had. I know he had a little bit of a down year last season, but after 2 seasons, they made the decision to move on from him, which is kind of crazy to think because of what he did at Alabama University prior to coming to Clark. I would have thought he would have gotten more than 2 seasons. But sometimes that's the way it goes. Still hurting? All right. I'm hearing the feedback. So he's getting a lot of feedback. I'm going to give him a couple of minutes to try to figure it out. Let me see here. No, I know, like, from what I understand with regards to the Hamptons schedule, and I'll wait till Reed comes back and he can actually answer this question. It sounds like, let me change my view real fast. It sounds like it's going to be, y'all going to play somebody, and y'all have every intention to, they haven't said who yet. So it sounds like your AD, Dr. Henderson, is determined to find somebody to play on August 29th. But I want to give a shout out. You know what? Let me see if I can pull up the schedule real fast while Reed figures this out. I do want to give a shout out to the CAA only because they already got their schedule out for the entire conference. And I think that's amazing. See if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, because of course I'm not logged into anything. But the bottom line is, schedule came out yesterday. And it's pretty fascinating. I think, and I'll be quite frank with regards to how I feel about the schedule. I think for A&T and for Hampton, I feel like they have a pretty good good schedule. All right, let me see if I can blow this up. I don't know if I can or not. Let's see. No, I can't. All right, but in a nutshell, for the sake of A&T, they're playing, they open up their seat, and I could probably you know what I should do? I should just pull up Hampton's schedule separately and A&T's schedule separately so you guys can see. Let me see here. Take this down. And I'll probably do that after the break. So on the next break. So my thoughts so I'll go back to Teddy Keaton. I'll talk about scheduling after the break. I don't know if Reek's gonna be able to make it back. He's been having some audio challenges. It appears that he might, I don't think it was a volunteer to leave type of situation. Sounded like he was let go of his duties. That one was the most shocking of them all. How you doing, man? Can you hear me still?
Yep, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right, I'll put you back like this.
My browser crashed.
That'll do it, sir.
Wow.
So okay. The first coaching change I wanted to discuss was Teddy Keaton. Teddy Keaton got let go from Clark Atlanta after he did that phenomenal turnaround after they were winless the year before. He ended up winning 7 games the season after. Got into the SAIC championship game. Very shocking to be gone after 2 seasons. So I wanted to get your perspective, get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, it seems like everybody was shocked by it, but where there's some difficult differences, philosophical differences, contract issues, where there's some things that really weren't on the football field. That's my guess around that.
Yeah, I if it was about wins and losses, because he had a down year, that's very troublesome considering what they had prior to him coming into the fray.
Right.
Unless they already know who they're gonna have next, which it doesn't seem like that was the case, but we're gonna see.
Right.
We'll see. But I'll tell you what, man, I think he can coach. And because of that, I don't think he's gonna be out of a job soon unless something really bad happened.
Is there a certain Bison program on his mind? There's a couple.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That was the next one up. Well, Larry Scott took the tight end's job at Auburn. So now Howard is looking for a football coach. I know
you would have thought them beating us, would give him a little bit of a lifeline, but it doesn't seem like the Bison were too sad to see him go. I think everybody needed a change.
Yeah, I agree. From what I understand, synergy is important there. And it appeared that he was the only one that wasn't in sync with everybody else out of all the coaches there. And besides the fact he never had a winning record.
Yeah.
Even when he went to Celebration Bowl, they didn't have a winning record.
Wow. That's kind of crazy because it felt like he had more success than what his record showed. But maybe because it's better than what they would normally get. Well, they did have some fun with London.
Yeah, London did pretty well when he had Kalen Newton there, right. Cam Newton's brother there. But as a whole, Larry Scott taking a job elsewhere isn't shocking because they didn't extend him.
Right.
So I wasn't too shocked with that regard, with regards to that. But now it's going to be fascinating to see which way Howard's going to go, with regards to this job. And I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure it's a job that a lot of people want.
Yeah.
Howard has a level of prestige, so it's a job that a lot of people are going to want. So it'll be good to know. It'll be interesting to see how that one unfolds. I think the biggest concern goes back to what I was telling you last week when we were talking about you guys ain't hired no coach yet. Now, I mean, the clock is ticking, man. Like, the clock is ticking.
It is. I mean, one thing that I did find interesting was like the difficulties that coaches have had with getting depth at Howard because of their standards as far as like entry. So, it'll be interesting to see what kind of coach they get who can like attract some depth there. Because it's hard according to them, it's hard to get guys who qualify. And then the second and third string, it's really hard to find guys because they can't get walk-ons and stuff like that. So that's a tough job. It's actually a very tough job.
Yeah, the academics is important there.
Yeah. Well, they say.
No, I know the shade that you're going to throw, but
that's what they say. It's only important when they lose. You know what I'm saying? When they win, they they act like, yeah, we're supposed to win.
It's a hard. All jokes aside, Howard's a hard place to recruit. It's hard,
and it's tough to get in now. It's tough to get in there now. Boy, I've heard some stories about.
Oh yeah. There's Howard like, but A&T's the same way. There's some Howard loves that couldn't get in.
Yep.
So no. So that's par for the course there.
Right.
Another one. Morehouse, Terrence Mathis gone. That was a quick out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Curious to see how that direction is gonna go.
Has anyone won at Morehouse recently? Like,
not recently.
Right? Can you win there?
You get the right person there, I think you can win anywhere.
Well, it's kind of.
I think if you get the right coach, I think if you get the right coach at Valley, you can win there.
Yeah.
But you got to get the right coach there. That's the dilemma.
Well, I guess look at Prairie View. They won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right coach there, you can win anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I always feel the way. Yeah, I know he transferred to William and Mary. He didn't stay because once Michael London left, he left. Well, he went to go for P5 initially, And then he ended up coming back to William and Mary and finished with Mike London, who recruited him to Howard. So yeah, that tracks. But it'll be interesting to see. Howard's got a pretty good NIL budget, so it won't be hard to attract a candidate there. Morehouse got to decide they're gonna be serious about football or not.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about that. Clark is gonna be interesting because we don't know. I think we probably got to wait and see the reasoning of why that decision was made, because that to remove a coach that had that type of turnaround that quickly is kind of jarring.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said it's by far the most shocking thing that occurred from my perspective.
Right.
We'll see what Clark does. That one's going to be a fascinating one because they look like they had some potential. But I could see a scenario where it goes back to what I just said about Morehouse, if they're serious about football or not. But Clark is a sleeping giant too. They've been growing from an enrollment standpoint. So they're also sleeping giant as well.
Yep.
So we'll see. This was a long time ago. It was Doug Williams. This was a long time ago.
Some of the comments, Grey Poupon. Yeah.
How are you? Yeah, they got some money, man. Yeah, I was told that Bryce, it wasn't a situation where Howard didn't have the money to match what Creighton offered. It was a situation of Big East versus MEAC.
Right.
It wasn't that they didn't have the money for the guy. So their NIL is pretty tight. They ain't got no issues with NIL from that standpoint.
Is he doing okay at Creighton? Is he actually playing?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But that was the decision that he made, right? Like, he could have stayed at Howard and been the greatest player that Howard's ever had. And he chose to go there. And the thing is, like, you want to get into hoops, man. A&T basketball is doing pretty well so far. Outside of losing to Howard, went 3-1 against the MEAC.
Dang, we both lost to Howard, man.
I know. It's brutal. But the thing that's what, like, Lewis Walker is a freshman, and they're already having the discussions about, all right, man, you better enjoy him while you got him. But I think we're going to be ready to compete if need be. But I also think that we have a coach that's willing to revamp that roster every year, because that's pretty much what he's had to do every single season.
Yeah,
and I think that's going to have to, unfortunately, that might be part of the new formula nowadays. Wouldn't be shocked if some coaches make the decision to move on and do other things, because I think that's going to be the new age when it comes to coaching in college basketball, especially in smaller and mid-major type of programs. You're going to have to refresh your roster yearly. Like, the bigger schools do it, but they got a budget to do it. Whereas HBCUs and smaller institutions don't necessarily have that type of budget. And then you might be in a conference where you have some teams, like when you talk about the MEAC, and I know folks are going to think I'm crazy when I say this, Coppin State and Maryland Eastern Shore should be dominating, because if they're a Division I athletic program, they should be able to invest more in the basketball and get NIL there. I know that's probably not the case, but the fact that you don't have football gives you the potential to put more investment into the basketball, in theory, right?
In theory, like at some of the larger schools, like football still is the cash cow. Even at some of our schools. So I wonder, they still, how else are they raising revenue to fund other stuff?
I mean, well, if basketball is your only sport, you're pushing that direction, right? Like, that's what you do. Like, when you think about, like, not just our HBCUs, right? When you think about like a school like a Hofstra or a UNCW, where, like, they don't have football. Hofstra got rid of their football program to do a medical school.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, when you have those type of things and they're still able to sustain and make their money and things of that sort, it's not impossible. I mean, if you're a basketball school, you're a basketball school. And most of the MEAC schools are basketball schools anyway.
Yeah.
I just don't think they get enough credit to how much money basketball brings to the table.
Speaking of that, maybe we can segue into that. Have you seen some of the out-of-conference wins that the CAA teams have been getting? Ooh, let's go.
Hofstra, bro.
Man.
Hofstra's looking pretty good. Yeah, no, we haven't gotten, I can't speak for you guys. I don't know if did Hampton get any big out-of-conference wins?
No. I mean, we've had some, but none big. I mean, our team we're actually missing some guys. I mean, I think this is like a really deep roster, but somebody said on our Slack group, like, it's not the most athletic team. Like last year, we had two really good athletic dynamic guards. One of them is playing at UCF. The other one's playing overseas. So, and those guys could get their bucket at any time. We don't really have that. Like, we're more of a plotting team. So it's just been a different style, and I don't think they've really adjusted well yet. Maybe they'll hit their stride because they got depth. I mean, they're pretty good, but it's not the same team. So I think they're struggling a little bit in like creating offense and defending sometimes too. So it's kind of wild.
Yeah, A&T beat UNCG the other night, like last night.
That's
They
a
beat
good win.
UNCG. Yeah, it was a good win. That's probably the best one we've seen so far. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Like, and we beat them at the Coliseum, which was great. Like we went.
They don't like that, boy.
Oh no, they don't like that at all.
They don't like that.
and I learned that they're not playing all their games in the Coliseum anymore either.
Where are they playing?
They're playing them back at Fleming on campus.
Wow.
They moved some of the games back to campus. So I thought that was hilarious, but they played that one at the Coliseum because it's A&T UNCG.
Right.
So that's a big game here. That's a big game in Greensboro. So they played that one there.
Yep.
But A&T overall looked pretty good in out of conference play. I think we're done now. Like we only had to leave. Like we didn't leave the state of North Carolina for like the last 7 or so games, I believe. So we kind of like after we played Morgan State, we didn't leave the state of North Carolina for the rest of the way.
Yeah, we got 2 big games tomorrow. It's 2 good tests. I think they play. Let me look. They play Grambling tomorrow. It's like a tournament down in Florida, like a AU style. So Grambling and let me see who else it is. This will be a good test for me. Like they should win these games. Jackson State.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
The SWAC has actually been playing pretty well.
Yeah, man.
They have been playing pretty well. So I gotta like A&T at this point, we play Mid-Atlantic Christian University. That's gonna be a
MACU.
Yeah, that's gonna be brutal. Right.
It's like get everybody healthy.
Yep. That's it. Everybody gonna get to play in that one, right? And then we start conference play December 29th against UNC Wilmington in Greensboro, live on the CBS Sports Network.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, it's gonna be a great basketball season for both. I mean, just real good. Both teams are competitive. The league is really good. It's gonna be awesome basketball.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. I might take the ride to Stony Brook after New Year's. I might do it. We'll see. I'm debating.
Hey, let me know. I might meet you there. That ain't too far.
Yeah. I might take that ride. Stony Brook looking pretty good too, low key.
Yeah, man. Richard Goods, who started at Hampton, we could use him right now.
Oh God, yeah. So I'm looking at.
He's from your area, from Greensboro, I think.
Are we from Greensboro?
Yep.
All right. But yeah, man. So we went over some hoops a little bit. The men, they gotta be in the middle of the pack. I want to go over the schedule before you disappear.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right, so let's do the schedule real fast. And you know what? I want to take a break so I can go pull these schedules up. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Yep.
For over 30 years, HBCU Independents has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Independents, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU Independents, a Kenny T's company.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food? Like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
Oh, we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
It's the 37th annual Zora Festival. It's in Edenville, Florida, Saturday, January 31st and February the 1st. On Saturday, the all-white party tribute to Frankie Beverly with bass guitarist Jubu. Bread, Sunset, and Taisha Williams. And on Sunday, the Line Dance Party Live with Jeter Jones, Mike Clark Jr., and Boss Lady Coco. Tickets available at zorafestival.org.
You can press the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they want a lot, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, episode 758. This is the Indy Report. And we're going to start with Hampton because I know you might have to disappear soon. So here's Hampton's schedule. The CAA released their entire schedule yesterday. And everybody got the graphics out. A&T waited till almost midnight, but they got them out. So shout out to them. So here's the schedule, man. You're going to get to play Sacred Heart, who's the newest member of the conference. For those who aren't aware, William & Mary and Villanova have left. Sacred Heart is entering. Villanova was only football only to begin with. William & Mary will be leaving just for football. Both of those schools are going to the Patriot League, but William & Mary is playing the rest of their sports in the CAA. So,
I heard something interesting, but just as a side note about some of the reason why they left the CAA.
I got my theories.
And it's definitely your theories are correct.
Money
and the neighborhood's changed.
Yep, but primarily money because the funny thing is Richmond was not that good this year over there.
No,
because they took a hit because of the perception of the conference.
Yeah,
they lost some recruits. I heard some of the coaches weren't happy over there. They took a hit. Because Patriot League only got I think one school in the playoffs. If I remember correctly.
Are they offering full scholarships? Because they were.
Yes, they are.
Okay,
they are. Okay, but. It's still, even with Villanova, Richmond, and William & Mary, those three are going to have to, and Lehigh, those four are going to have to carry it, which be interesting to see how that goes. But Lehigh's been in that conference for a while, but I can't speak for the rest of them, right? So we'll see. But money was a factor, even though they said they wasn't. It was a factor. And then when you have certain schools that are going to leave, they want to keep those rivalries intact within the conference. So even though I'm pretty sure if William & Mary and Richmond wanted to make it right and play every year, they could have. They could have figured it out, especially with the week 0 now. So they could have made that the opener.
Right.
And that would have been a big game. But who am I? They do what they do. It is what it is.
Yeah, this is a tough schedule. It could be more difficult, but it'll be a challenge. That Terps game, this is the first time really we're playing a P4 type school. So that'll be interesting, especially with the new coach. So he better be hitting that portal hard. He's got to get some strong guys who can go out the gate. Because I know part of how Hampton's theory was to get young guys and kind of raise them up before they bounce. So, but you see the risk with that, like what happened this year. You get overpowered, so we're gonna need some experienced guys with strength to even step foot up with the Terps this year or next year. But other than that, I mean, let's see. How's Brian? How were they this year? Were they any good?
They weren't that good.
Yeah. Okay. We all know what Norfolk State is. I think they're still gonna struggle next year. Campbell's okay. Yeah. I mean, it could be more. It could be a more difficult schedule.
Who is the TBD? Have you heard who the TBD is?
I've heard no speculation. I've heard none. I've heard nothing. I don't think they know.
Well, yeah, I don't think they know either because I don't know if a Division II school can be there. So the first thought I was like maybe Virginia Union or Virginia State, but I don't even know if a Division II school can play in that week.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, everybody can play. Everybody can play week 0 now, and it looks like a lot of folks are taking advantage of it.
I wonder if that was supposed to be like a home and home with Jackson or something, right? Like, or I wonder why that's open. But no, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, but so it'll be interesting because I know like you could probably get a SWAC opponent potentially, or you can get a MEAC opponent potentially.
Yeah.
Like we did. So how are you feeling? I know it's early, but how are you feeling about the schedule? Sacred Heart's an interesting one too. We don't know what they're going to be like coming into the CAA, but you're going to have to come up to Connecticut. I might try to pull up to that game depending on what game's going on that weekend if I'm in town.
Yeah, me too. I might see that. No, this is it. I've seen like the schedule this year was bad. It was hard. So was last year. So this is like, it's doable. Like, who's a killer on this schedule? Like
Stony Brook, probably the only killer you're gonna have. Stony Brook,
maybe
Monmouth. Monmouth is gonna be interesting. So for Monmouth got a new Monmouth. Yeah, again, you ain't learned nothing.
Nothing.
So Monmouth's coach of 33 years retired.
Oh, that's huge.
So they're gonna have a new coach. I don't know if they announced it or not. I didn't check to see if they announced a new coach yet, but he stepped down. So shout out to him. Townsend, I like their coach there. He hasn't fully ran it yet, but I like Shinnick over there. Stony Brook's gonna be interesting, but outside of that, man, might be the easiest schedule y'all have had.
Yeah. Only thing is 3 of the last 4 are on the road.
Yeah, but you get us at home at least.
Yeah. How you feeling about the Aggies, man? Are you feeling how did the end of this season sit with you guys?
Oh God. Well, I know.
Was there any silver linings?
Well, I mean, no. I think the final month was brutal, post Campbell win, but the first 2 months of the season was pretty good. Like because they had a lot of 1 possession games. We legitimately were a couple plays away from being starting 4-0 in the CAA. Which, so it says that they can compete with them boys, but I know there's going to be a lot of roster turnover this go around. So it'll be interesting. We're opening up the season against Morgan at home. So
is this turnover that you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now we're going to lose some good players too. We've got a few of them that hopped into the portal, but based on what I've heard, yeah.
That's how I'm feeling too. I mean, a lot of our guys can go.
Yeah, and to speak on New Hampshire, because we're playing New Hampshire, A&T's playing New Hampshire at home. They lost their head coach as well. He took a job somewhere else. Escapes me where he went, but they did lose their head coach. So, I know, was that the one that went to Yale? I think that was the one that went to Yale. One of the coaches went to Yale, but I can't remember. I cannot remember where the coach went. But yeah, New Hampshire's looking for a coach. Monmouth head coach stepped down. We play in Monmouth too, but we got to go to New Jersey for that. To start the season, 3 out of our first 4 games is on the road. And then we come back home for our first home conference game. It was Penn. So yeah, the New Hampshire coach went to Penn. So we got the school down the road on the road, Georgia State. That's the money game. And then we open up conference play against Campbell on the road. And then we got to come home against Rhode Island, who's the CAA champions. So I expect that they're going to be ranked this upcoming season, this next year as well. But then we go up to Rhode Island. So I'm going to that game. We'll play Bryant in Smithfield, Rhode Island.
That's the backyard, right?
Right down the street, like 20 minutes. 20 minutes from my house. And then we got New Hampshire, Norfolk, then G-Ho 100. 100th anniversary against Elon on Halloween.
Hey, I like opening with Morgan.
I do too.
I like that.
I do too. It's going to be interesting. It's the first time us playing Morgan since we left the MEAC.
Yeah.
They've won the last 2 games. The last 2 times we played them. So it'll be.
There's only one thing I don't like about this announcement here. Pound the stone.
That has been the hashtag since Gibbs has been the coach.
Okay. What the heck
That's
that
the.
mean?
That's been the hashtag. That has been the hashtag since Coach Gibbs has been there.
You got to workshop that one. I'm sorry.
Pound the stone is fine. I'm not. Look, man. If it's motivating, then motivating. But this is probably the easiest one we've had. Through 2.
Yeah.
Because normally we would have had Nova, Richmond. We avoided Stony Brook. New Hampshire's got a new the 3 toughest teams are Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and Monmouth. We don't have Townsend. This is the first time we're not playing Townsend since we've been in the CAA. So New Hampshire got a new coach coming. Monmouth got a new coach coming. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Bryant, we played Bryant. We were in the Big South for that second year, second season in football in the Big South. We played Bryant. That was Bryant's first year in the Big South. They didn't stay in the Big South that long.
Right.
So that's how they ended up in CAA football. So it'll be interesting to see how we do. I will be honest, like I already had somebody on Twitter saying that we should go undefeated against the HBCUs and get like 2 or 3 other wins. And I'm here to tell them that, I think we could beat Morgan. Norfolk hasn't beaten us in over a decade. Right. So we'll see. 3 out of the 4, 2 out of the two for sure. 3 out of 4 is not out of question.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Johnny Thornton for the super chat. Get Hampton to take a call from the school down the road for 8/29/26. Dude, make it happen. Y'all were out here practicing on the field last season.
Yeah, I mean, clearly we got good vibes. You know what I'm saying? They let us use their field. I don't think we ducked them. I mean, shoot, look who we got to play every year. I mean, come on, man.
Well, here's the thing, right? So I'm looking at this. How many home games you guys have? Y'all have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it probably needs to be a home game, I would think. Is that a safe assumption?
We got 5 right now.
You got 5 home games.
That TBD is they say it's at home.
All right, so if the school down the road wants to come to Hampton, Virginia first, there you go.
Yeah, we got nothing to lose.
Yeah, and do a home and home. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's got that extra date. They got the extra game now, man. Folks ain't playing their full schedules. Like A&T, like I got wind of the Morgan. I got wind of the Morgan Morgan edition a few weeks ago. I didn't know what day, but the home openers are a pretty good spot for Morgan with regards to that. I do think that's like I said. I mean, 4 to 6 wins should not be out of the question. I think now he's going to get a full year of recruiting. He's going to get an opportunity to do what he needs to do. We got a budget for him, so we shall see. Oh, Tennessee State got games to fill too. There you go.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Go to Nashville. They come up to Hampton. There you go. Mm-hmm. That'll be a good one. You have like the Battle of the Independents right there. That'll be a good one. I wouldn't mind seeing that one at all. But no, I mean, I think schedule is interesting. Be nice if everybody could get the schedules out quick like the CAA does, but I'm pretty sure they'll come when they come. I know the running joke with Howard is that they're always the hold up in the MEAC getting the schedules out because they always tend to be scheduling games until the 11th hour. But, we'll see. They always get it. So I just hope that our HBCUs take advantage of that 12th game. Like last season, there was a couple that did not. So I think for me, I hope you take advantage of it. And hopefully you guys do too, man. Hopefully that TBD doesn't disappear. Y'all actually add a school to it. And I'm pretty sure y'all will.
Yeah, if that's a home game, you gotta have that first. That's the perfect time at Armstrong. Students are back. You know, it's nice weather. I mean, everybody's feeling good. So you gotta, and you need a warm up before Maryland. You need something to feel good.
Don't go straight into it, huh?
Nah, don't go straight to a butt kicking, man.
Doomsday. Did you say doomsday? I'm not worried about the Beholders, Leonard.
Nah, I ain't nothing to worry about there.
I'm not worried about y'all.
Mm-mm.
When the last time y'all beat us?
Yeah.
I think the last time y'all beat us was when y'all won the MEAC.
Was that with Wally World?
That was when the championship got vacated, but I think that might have been the last time y'all beat us. I have to check. Now you're going to have me checking.
Nah, ain't nobody worried about them.
Now you're going to have me checking. Let's see here.
We should have a guest. I know it's an independent, but I want to talk to some Spartans about their season.
Oh, their Vic season? The last time y'all did win it was when y'all won when y'all had the MEAC championship that was vacated. And that was in 2011. That was the last time y'all beat us.
Wait, Norfolk State wants to go FBS? I just read the comments. Sorry, I need to pay attention here.
No, that was Tennessee State. Tennessee State.
Oh, they want to go FBS?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's always been a goal for Tennessee State.
Come on, man.
Why not? If they can, well, I think right now,
you gotta win where you at.
No, you don't. This team's that was hopping up on FBS that we're not winning.
Well, in theory, right? You would like to move up and say, all right, we've conquered this level. That's the fairy tale story.
Yeah.
But they got to get that hockey program together before they do that.
That's true. That's true. I think one of the biggest challenges with the hockey situation there, they needed another HBCU or 2 or 3 to do it with them.
Yeah.
They kind of on an island by themselves. And I think, and it's just my opinion, I think the NHL might have dropped the ball there. But they could have had an opportunity. Like you got a team in North Carolina. You could have took a couple HBCUs from there. You probably could have got the ones right up the street from y'all. From the Hurricanes. You know, they could have probably grabbed 2 from there. But I've been pondering this whether or not FBS is the move now for us, because G5 is about to get buried into FCS. It's going to be FCS Part 2 for them. I don't think they've realized. I don't think they've come to that realization yet, but I think that's what's going to end up happening. Because those Power 4 institutions are going to try to squeeze everything they can to push those guys out of there.
No, there's some P4 teams that are starting to get squeezed because they're like, say, wait, why do I want to split it with y'all? Like, they're starting to talk about breaking up amongst themselves within their divisions.
But man, they're gonna eat each other alive.
Yeah, they are. That's where it's going.
I'm not going ran through. Y'all beat us. I ain't rolling with that.
Right.
I ain't roll. Y'all beat us. But I will say this: congratulations to the Lady Spartans. Y'all still ain't beating Howard though. I can tell you that. Ain't nobody.
They beat somebody good yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, ain't nobody. Let me tell y'all something right now in the MEAC. For you, all you great women basketball fans in the MEAC, ain't none of y'all beating Howard. I'm sorry. None of y'all beating Howard. Ain't happening. Any last thoughts before we adjourn?
No, sir. It's been a good week. A lot of action. Looking forward to the basketball season. So that's it, man. And have a good rest of the week. All
right. Let me go ahead and do the closure. Thank you for listening to Inside HBCU Sports Lab. Make sure you share our podcast with your friends and colleagues. I am David R. Rhodes. This is Tariq Wilson. You can follow me on Twitter at ChampD1012. You can check out HUPowership.com and check out their podcast, the HU Powership. Have y'all done an episode yet on New Coach yet? Or it's coming soon?
It's coming soon. Probably maybe this weekend.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We're trying to get them on. We're trying to get them on the show.
Oh, that'd be great. That'll be awesome. Y'all can get them on the show.
Yeah.
We look forward to next week as we discuss the latest news in the lab. Make sure you follow Dr. Kenyatta Cavil on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow Inside the HBCU Sports Lab 1 on Facebook and Inside the HBCU Sports Lab on YouTube. Dream big and continue to move forward. We'll talk to you soon. Reek.
Of course.
Lecture dismissed. Peace, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Man.
Enjoy your week.
Yep. Two.